Hello guys, I hope you're doing well. Here is the lecture, the second lecture. We are in week 2. We're starting with the first chapter, it's recreation. The lesson, it's the first lesson called baseball. First, I want you to do this activity. It's a brainstorming activity where you have to think of the word recreation and write down whatever comes to your mind, whatever you imagine or think this word relates to. Okay. After that, we move on to looking at these pictures. You can see, for example, first of all, let me tell you this. If you're watching this video and you are an online student, you can pause this video and try to infer from these pictures and write anything like describe these pictures, because there will be keywords describing every picture. So let's look at them now together. In the first picture, these are players who are playing the rugby game, and you can see them putting a lot of force. Here you can see a player who's catching a ball. Here you can see a player who hits the ball. Here you can see a child who is maybe surprised and happy. Here you can see the enormous turnip. It's an old story for kids. The focus here is on the word enormous, which means, as you can see, the turnip is so large, more than, like it's larger than the normal, for example. Here you have also a large space or a large land. And here you have a volcano that is erupting. So let's see here. Here, this picture represents the word mightily. Here, picture the person who throws the ball, who catches the ball. Here, he's called a batter, the person who kicks the ball. The word here is marveling, enormous, expanse, and erupted. Let's look at their meaning. First of all, mightily is an adverb. It means with a great effort. So as I was telling you in this picture, the rugby players are putting so much effort in this game. So mightily means putting so much effort or great of effort. The second one, pitcher, it's a noun. It means the person who catches the ball in the baseball game. So this person is the pitcher, the one who's catching the ball in the baseball game. And then you have the batter, it's also a noun. He's the person who hits the ball in the baseball game. It's this one. And then you have erupted, it's a verb which means exploded. As I told you, the volcano erupted or exploded, you can see it here. And then you have enormous, it's an adjective because it's describing. It means extremely large. As you can see, the turnip, it's extremely large. It's larger than a normal turnip can be. An expanse is a noun. It means a large open area of land, water, or sky. So you have here a picture of a large area of land. Just one second. A large area of land, which means it's an expanse land. Okay. And the last one you have marveling. It's a verb. It means showing great surprise or admiration. I put for you the picture of this child. He's looking like he's surprised, he's admiring something, he's happy. So you must have known by now the meanings of these words by relating to the pictures, putting them in a context, and the definition for them. These vocabulary words, you have to understand them and to memorize them, because you have to expect at any time a quiz with these words. Next, we will have the lesson. The first lesson, it's baseball. You have to read the following selection in which the writer tells us about an exceptional baseball game between a group of teenagers. When you are through with the reading, answer the questions that follow. It's by Lionel G. Garcia. We will not be reading the I will not be reading the lesson now in this video, but for sure we'll be reading it and understanding it together in the classroom. So if you are watching the video and you're not going to the class, please read this text. And if there is anything that you didn't understand or you have any question, you can get back to me and ask me. So it has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 paragraphs. Here you have the first question, and there are 4 questions under the part A. So you have to circle the letter of the one best answer. You just have to circle the right answer. So the first one, what can you infer from the following sentence from the selection? The way we played baseball was to rotate positions after every out. What did the author mean? What can you infer from this sentence? Do you infer that the children made up their own rules of their baseball games? Do you infer that the author is an expert in the baseball game? Do you infer that the children didn't like playing baseball? Or do you infer that the author once played baseball in the major league? Think of it, and at the end, I will be telling you the answers. Number 2, why does Lionel Garcia, who's the author, include the following passage in the selection? This is a passage, an extract from the selection. It's in the text. The author, Lionel Garcia, included the following. One time, we wound up all the way across town before we cornered Juan because it's in Spanish, Juan, against a fence, held him down and hit him with the ball. Afterwards, we all fell laughing in a pile on top of each other, exhausted from the run through town, which is from paragraph 7. This extract is from paragraph 7. So why does Lionel Garcia include the following passage in the selection? Think of it. You have here 4 options. Either to explain how even an unusual game can have rules that must be followed, or to explain the fastest method to get across the town, to show that running long distances can cause exhaustion, or to show how much enjoyment he and his friends had playing their unusual kind of baseball. So think of it, and you have to circle the right answer or to pick the right answer. You don't have to write your answers. They are already there, just pick the right one. And number 3, what did Uncle Adolfo mean when he said, "What a waste of a good ball"? They also say that in football, also in Arabic and in Lebanon. So you can relate to that and understand its meaning. What a waste of a good ball. So did he mean that the children lost the ball? Or the father Vazala took the ball? Or the children did not know how to play baseball correctly? Or the children only had one expensive ball? And the 4th questions, we can infer from the phrase marveling at our ignorance. So what can you infer from this phrase, marveling at our ignorance? It's from paragraph 11 if you want to get back to there and understand it from the context. So what can you infer from this phrase? That the boys are not very smart. The boys did not understand the real rules of baseball. Uncle Adolfo was upset with the boys, or baseball is a serious sport for serious people. And also think about it, and now I will be showing you the answers. So the question 1, the answer is B. Let me tell you, the answer is B. So the author is an expert in the baseball game. That's why he said we played baseball the way we played baseball was to rotate positions after every out. So he's an expert. He knows so well how to play this game. Number two, the answer was part D. Let's look at it. Part D. So why did he mention that part in the text? We were asking what they did to Juan, and they fell laughing in a pile on top of each other to show how much enjoyment he and his friends had playing their unusual kind of baseball. Number three, the answer is A, is part A, which is the children lost the ball. As I said, in football games, also when someone loses the ball, when they are playing so well and they end up losing the ball, they say, oh, they wasted a good ball. So here, what a waste of a good ball means, they mean that the children lost the ball. And the last part for the answer is part B. We can infer from the phrase marveling at our ignorance that the boys did not understand the real rules of baseball. Okay, and this is it for this lecture. I hope you understood everything. As I said, if you have any question, you can always send me an email or text me privately on WhatsApp or on the group. Have a nice day, and I will see you on Monday.